How easy or difficult is it to play your role in the Kountry Wayne skits?
So, it's very easy to play this role. It really is. It just really comes natural to me. I think what is most interesting about this particular role is it's not who I am in real life. So when you all see me out in the streets, there's always this sense of hesitancy. Right. Because they just don't know, can I approach her? It is really just a character. But I will say a lot of my life experiences, like just what we were speaking about, I am in leadership and I am in management in my corporate world, right? Yeah. So I have seen those type of powers. I have seen those type of leaders. So in my experiences, what we said earlier, faith without works. So God has been using those experiences all this time. Now, little did I know it was going to be used in this way. But I can actually pull from experiences that I've had with managers that were not so great, or people who were overly authoritative, or people who just mistreated people. I can pull from those experiences to create this character that was needed in the skits.
Right.
So I hope you guys caught what I was saying. In my real life job, without knowing it, for all those years that I was doing it, I don't really know where I'm looking, just for the record. I just want to throw that out there. Is it here?
Yeah.
Up here or down here? Because I don't feel like I'm looking at the people.
Either or.
Either one. Okay, so sorry for that pause. But in my real day-to-day job, those experiences that I've had with people, it kind of comes back to your remembrance, right? And I'm able to use those interactions that I didn't necessarily like to create this character.
That makes sense. Because you answered the question before I even got to it. Because I was definitely going to ask you, what do you pull from to play that character? Because it's the complete opposite of who you are. Like, I put out the little 3-minute interview we did when we first met. And then people saw that. They was like, she's nothing like... Because, like, you are your character is a real, like... toughie.
She's tough, absolutely.
And don't play no games.
Right. She has a wall around her. She doesn't want to hear it. It is essentially her way or no way, and she's always right. I think we've all experienced someone like that in our life. Maybe not to the extent that Natasha, the character, has created. Yeah. She's an extremely dominant woman, and she plays zero games. But I take little pieces of people who I feel have just overstepped their boundaries in leadership, and I just kind of pull it all together to create that.
So you mean like in real life?
In real life. So I have had managers that I have not enjoyed working with. And when I have 2 degrees in business administration, and I actively manage. I manage people. I manage lives. I do all kinds of things. Now, in my experience, when I've had managers that weren't necessarily the best, I always would say to myself, Natasha, you don't want to be this person. Natasha, remember how that made you feel. So I just would remember these instances with, and keep in mind, I've been doing this for a very long time. So it's not one person, it's several people. So with that said, when acting entered my life, and I was asked to play this role, as I had to think and really create or develop this character, I thought about those moments and those people that I just didn't necessarily enjoy. And that's who Natasha has been created from.
And Mike Bless brought you into the skits, right?
He did. And really what's so interesting about that, it was initially designed just for a very short amount of time. He just asked me if I could come in and give, at the time, the lead Ashanti, it may be Ashani. I always said her name wrong in the skits deliberately. Right. So now that it matters, I'm not saying it right, but Ashani, you got to give this lady a hard time, right? She's new in this office. I'm creating this office space. And I said, okay, I can do it. So I think it was designed to just be there like 4 or 5, maybe 6 times. I don't know. Not very much. But somehow, although it's the character that people have come to love to hate, it grew on people, and they were curious about her. So that extended my journey on the Kountry Wayne skits. So I have you all to thank for that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and you shown like so many different layers. Like you didn't show the co-worker side, you didn't show the boss side, you didn't show the girlfriend side, you didn't show the sister side, the neighbor side. Right. You know, so it like every time I see you, like, I can't say on screen. Well, still on screen, because like my phone screen.
Absolutely.
Because our phones, that's the new cable.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is so convenient to have that phone in your hand, and I am so blessed that I can create content or be a part of a platform that creates content.
Hey, it's your favorite cousin at the cookout, Rico Ramil. Check out my brand new book, Get Rich and Praise God, man, on Amazon.com right now. Everything you need to learn how to secure that bag like a boss is right here in this book, man. I went from sleeping in a 1984 Buick LeSabre to living full-time off the gifts I was born with. And I want to show you how to do the same thing, man. Get Rich and Praise God, man, on Amazon.com right now.
Check runners. Check runners.